Hey, before I start this video, shout out to my boy Salvage 1009. You know what I'm saying? My boy. Alright, so, the villains in Spider-Man PS4, were they wasted or not? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it depends, you know what I'm saying? It really does depend. Because I think some of them are going to show up in a sequel. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to see who shows up in a sequel. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into this video. Let's find out what Salvage got to say about this. And we're going to just see what he got to say, like I said. Let's go. Let's get it.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Salvage here, and I know I'm really quiet. It's like it's 4 a.m. here. Holy shit. I got off work at like midnight, so let me just be really quiet here so I don't wake anybody up. But today I want to talk about the villains of Spider-Man PS4, and are they bad? Like, there's a lot of actual discussion going around about these characters and if they were even used to the best of their ability. And personally, I think they weren't. I think they were very, very disappointing in my opinion. I thought they were going to be much better. When you actually fight Electro and Vulture, it's like a one-time thing. It's very repetitive. It's really not that good. And if I could actually take back points from my review, I would. The villains are incredibly disappointing besides Ock. Like, besides him, he's the only one that's actually very developed. I don't think Martin Lee is very developed until like the end, when you actually figure out how he got his powers. Right. With Electro and Vulture, you basically beat them in one boss fight. I mean, you don't even really fight them ever again. I just feel like there should have been more for these villains than just yeah, one and done. I think if maybe instead of just having them do what they needed to do beforehand to get their, prizes from Otto, I think they should have had different types of situations that allowed them to get what they wanted. So, for example, Rhino does something that, lets him get his power suit off, or Vulture does something that helps him cure his cancer. But the main person that could have been used to the best of their ability was Electro. Electro could have been used so much better. He could have been pure energy. They could have done something very, very clever there, and all you needed to do was change up the plot a little bit and have Otto have him do a task that basically allowed Otto to say, yep, okay, the deal is done, here's your pure energy. Right. And then it would have been a very interesting boss battle again against Spider-Man. But unfortunately, it's just a one-and-done fight with Vulture and Electro, and same thing with Scorpion and Rhino. Not really Scorpion. Scorpion has like a whole different section. He basically has like 2 boss battles, and it's kind of weird that Scorpion, out of all people, is the one that's kind of used more than any of the other villains. It's very odd. But yeah, personally, I think that looking back on it, I don't think that they're worst villains ever, but I certainly don't think that they were better than anything from any other, superhero game. I mean, they just weren't that good. I don't think they were done well, and I think that besides Ock, there could have been a little bit better ways to use their characters. And Martin Lee especially, like, we've been getting him in promotional everything. Like, he's been in every trailer, he's been in most of everything that we've seen from the game, and the fact that he's literally his turn to evil is so sudden, it just doesn't feel right. Otto is the only one whose development is clear and understandable and is actually well done, in my personal opinion, with all the villains, and even Taskmaster as well. Yeah. Him and Taskmaster are the 2 villains that actually have really good setups. And unfortunately, that's about it. I feel like, again, if they added side missions with villains that we really aren't too familiar with, like, let's say, well, people know Chameleon, but let's say like another villain like Carrion or something like that. Like, the Tombstone mission was awesome. Yeah, it was good. That was so freaking cool. I forgot about Tombstone. Tombstone was awesome too. I like Tombstone stuff way better than I liked Electro and Vulture, and that's a little sad when I look back on it, because that should have been the case. Electro, Vulture, they were the main guys that were teased at the end of the E3 battle, and it just felt like they dropped the ball on the villains. Story-wise, I enjoyed the story. I don't think it was like a horrible thing, but villain-wise, I think they didn't do really anything too special besides with Ock, because with Ock, you felt like, oh, I don't want him to turn evil. I don't want him to be bad. And then he turns bad, and then it's just like, damn it, now we have to fight him. And, you know, that's the only person I really care about, and same thing with Task. It's just like, they could have done way more here.
True.
And I feel like in the next game, if they do make a next game, I hope that they improve the villains. I hope that they use what they did with Ak with all of the villains, not just one character. I hope that they use that strategy that they use with Ak with all of them and improve them in multiple different ways. And you can easily bring back Electro, Vulture, and all these other characters, and, you know, at least do something a little bit more unique with them.
Right.
They had the base for it. They had, like, all of these villains not wanting to be what they are. Like, Vulture doesn't want cancer anymore from the Vulture suit. Electro is really the only one who wants to continue to be Electro. Scorpion wants his criminal background wiped, and Rhino doesn't want the power suit anymore. So you can easily bring back those plot points and have them do it in their own different ways instead of teaming up with Otto to do it. And in that case, that can actually work out very well, because then you can at least build up their stories a little bit more individually than doing it all at once and giving us all of it. Because it felt like the Rikers mission and the Raph mission, it felt like that took like 2 days to do, compared to the entire game's length. Like it felt like it took just a few, maybe like an hour of the story just to take out all 4 of the villains that escaped.
You got a point.
It's kind of sad. And I know that, you know, Spider-Man has fought them in the past, but can you have Ak maybe improve their suits a little bit more? Maybe do something a little bit different? Maybe make them more powerful, or do something that Spider-Man didn't even expect? I mean, there was just so many things that they kind of just missed on, and I feel like, you know, Insomniac sort of knows this, and that's why they didn't show off the villains to begin with, is because there wasn't really anything to show off. There was just the E3 Raph battle that wasn't really a boss battle. It was more of just like a movie that you swinged in, and you had to dodge electro shots once in a while, and then you fought them, and then that was it. Like that was literally it. And I feel like they could have done more, but that's just my personal opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinions. Tell me what you guys think in comments below. I'm sorry that I'm so quiet. I just don't want to wake anybody up, and hopefully I can continue to make videos like this where it's a little bit quiet, but it's still a little bit entertaining, and, you know, stuff like that. But
I feel you.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are new. I will be posting more very, very soon, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out.
Alright, man. You know what I'm saying? My bad, I was like I was kind of like too quiet during the video, but that's okay. I'm glad, because I was listening. I had to hear exactly what he had to say, you know what I'm saying? So, me personally, I love the Vulture and Electro boss fight, or boss fights, whatever the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? Dynamic duo, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Tag team, whatever. I love that because, I don't know, it was just, I don't know why I loved it so much, but I did. Salvage said he loved the Tombstone missions more than that. Me personally, I don't, but I see why he said that, because of the build-up. He liked it because of the build-up to it, the little side missions and everything, so that kind of makes sense. The reason why they was so focused on Doc Ock and that perspective was because, you know, it was personal, you know what I'm saying? The same with Mr. Negative. Martin Lee, it was personal. So that's why they didn't do it with all of these other villains, because they weren't like close to the family, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't personal. It wasn't close to Peter. It wasn't close to Aunt May. So I could see why they did that, to fit in the story, because of the whole personal level. You know what I'm saying? I do feel you though. I do feel you, like, to do something like that with all of the characters because of the past. Like, in general, Peter has dealt with them all in the past, so that would have been dope. But I mean, I can't necessarily get mad about it. I'm not saying you mad or anything like that, or anybody's mad at it. But me personally, I wasn't too disappointed. I think they should have had more side missions though. I honestly do think that they should have had more side missions and more villains. But we're gonna be getting that in the DLCs. So, oh yeah, that's another thing. We're gonna be getting all this stuff in the DLCs, new side missions and new villains. So that's gonna be sick. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even stressing over that, because we're gonna get a lot of shit. On top of that, they probably gonna be dropping more DLCs in 2019. So there ain't nothing to really trip over, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be good. Everybody go subscribe to Salvage, bro. That's the bro, man. You be coming with these bangers, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. I do wish they would have did more build up with Vulture and Electro to an extent, you know what I'm saying? But I really wanted to see more Vulture build up. I really wanted to see that. That's what oh, that would have been so clean, man. And, you know, he's probably going berserk because he got cancer in his back, you know? He has spinal cancer, so it's like, that would have been insane because he's going berserk right now. All of them are going berserk, but, bro, that nigga going berserk. Vulture's going berserk because he do not want to die. You feel me? But, hey. But if you enjoyed this video, want more content, more gaming videos, more streams, the stream was lit yesterday. Definitely like this video, subscribe to the channel if you new, and please turn on notifications to get notified on when I upload a stream, man. It's that bell down there, you feel me, after you subscribe. It's your boy Joseph Witty, man. I'm out of here. The hair growth just got me. Like, that shit just blew my mind. I didn't know you could grow your hair. Like, after you cut it, you could just let your hair grow instead of, like, going back in to get your hair cut and getting a longer cut. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could do that. That's some next level shit. Like, Sims, you can't even do that on Sims. Like, that's crazy, bro. Ooh.